You have clicked on how the latch cube works. This is part 1 of 6 on how to solve the latch cube, although this isn't part of the tutorial. This is more of a brief overview on how it works and sort of how we're going to solve it. But before I get into that, I'd really like to thank John, or SuperAntonioVivaldi is his YouTube username. I highly suggest checking out his page, as he is the one who came up with this method for solving the latch cube. It is very, very good, and his page is full of tutorials for almost any kind of cube that you can imagine. If he doesn't have one, you can be sure that it will be coming out at some point, so feel free to click the link in the description, go to his channel, and subscribe to him. Alright, so let's take a look at this latch cube now. As you can see, there are triangles on it, and they go in a circle. What that means is that this can only turn this way, so in this case, it's counterclockwise. As you can see, if I tried to turn it back, I can't, because there's little latches in there, hence the name latch cube. And so you can only turn it one way. And I'll show you the front here. This is the latch cube designed by Katsuhiko Okamoto. And it's a very, very clever design. It's an extremely difficult puzzle. But once you understand the way it works, it gets easier and easier and easier. So you might think that, okay, I can turn it this way, but I can't turn it back one. But if I wanted to turn it back one, I could just turn this way 3 times. That's completely true. But you're going to run into some problems. Say, for instance, you do this. Now you can see that we have 2 different types of arrows going 2 different ways. That means that we can't turn them either way, because even though this one points that we can go this way, this one points to go this way, so they cancel each other out. So another thing that you can see about this cube is that if you were to have it like this and there's no arrows, well, now you can turn it any way you want. So it's a really, really difficult puzzle, and as you can hear, it clicks. There's clicking sounds, and that's the latches snapping over. So scrambling this thing can even become a chore in itself. So we're going to try to scramble it. So I'm going to move this one here and maybe move that there. This one I can't turn because there's 2 of these. This one I'll move here. This one I can move. This one I can't move, but let's see if I can turn the bottom. I can. And I'll turn until we have 2 black arrows, and now I can move it over this way. And this one can't move here. It can move there. And so when it starts to get really scrambled up, it becomes harder and harder to find sides that turn. As you can see, both of these layers are locked. So I go over to this side and I try this. Both of these layers are locked. Now here. So you just got to kind of turn until you find layers that aren't locked. And it can become a little bit frustrating even to scramble it here. As you can see, I'm trying to find layers that can be turned. And after a while, you can get a pretty good scramble going like this. I would say that that's a pretty sufficient enough scramble. So now that yours is scrambled up, you can go back to the home page and click on bottom cross. And we're going to concentrate on learning how to put the bottom cross in and how to do that. So click anywhere on the page and go back to the home page.